Okay, so I'm so excited that we found Becky in our study here in Tampa because when we were working on her belly, we found out that she has a diastasis recti. And that's just a fancy way for saying that the abdominal muscles, which are actually held together by fascia, the two main ones that run up the center of the stomach, actually tear apart when we have babies, or men can get it when they gain weight. Just anytime we've had some sort of expansion of our belly, that fascia between those two muscles can tear, and then the muscles sit separated. So I'm going to show you how to test for it, and then I'm going to give you the technique to fix it. Okay.
Let's show a before.
Okay, so well, I already did the test, so let me just show you. We can be split because our rectus abdominis goes all the way from here to the pubis. So you want to do this, you know, going down the whole way. And I don't want to teach you how to do it with a therapist. I want to teach you how to do it yourself. So take your fingers and you're going to do them like this, okay? So you go right up the center of your stomach, and while your belly is relaxed, you stick your fingers in, and then you just do a head lift. Okay, and you see, do you feel how the muscle kind of pops your fingers out?
Right.
Okay, so relax, and then we're gonna go down to the next section and push right there and do a head lift. So what you're looking for, hold your hand, just relax everything, and just hold your hand like this in the air. What you're gonna feel is if it's split, the muscle, when you contract it, will come up and kind of grab your fingers like that, okay? So you should be starting to get into it. Go do a head lift for me. Okay, right here she's still connected, but where we're gonna find it, because I already found it earlier, relax your head. So you always wanna be completely relaxed, go nice and deep, now contract. You feel how it pinches your fingers? Yeah, so it comes up and it clamps around the fingers. So she really has, I mean, this, in the medical world, they might call it an umbilical hernia. We just have all these random names. We should just start calling it fascia tears, because that's what it is. Fascia is torn and separated. Okay, keep going down. I didn't find anything in the lower. Lift again. So push your fingers out. Okay, so her separation is really tiny, and it's pretty much from here to here, okay? So what I was telling her is, when you have a diastasis, whether it's here to here or here to here, when you are blasting in the beginning, you'll just want to brace it. So it's called approximation, so just squeeze it. Like squeeze, yeah, you're just gonna squeeze that part of your stomach together, and then you would blast like this. And the reason why is you don't want, if you let go of everything, you don't want the blaster, you know, pulling and separating that fascia anymore. So one thing that we're doing is loosening the fascia so that the muscles can nicely go together, but then we're also gonna do exercises to facilitate them closing up. It's so easy. So what you're gonna do, and I like to use two hands, unless it hurts your neck, but you're just gonna get on the sides of it. Okay, go ahead and relax. I always start people in a relaxed position because it lets you get in. Okay, so you're gonna go, the rectus abdominis runs like this, so you get just to the sides of it and you hold it together. You feel how it's kind of bound together? Mm-hmm. Neurologically now, we're gonna have you do a head lift and intentionally squeeze the muscles between the fingers, and then go right back down. And then take a breath, exhale, squeeze this together, and you lift, beautiful, and back down. You do 100 head lifts a day for 30 days, and it will close that gap. Okay. And the reason why is that the muscles do the contraction, you know, their action is to do this, but if they're separated, they learn to do that separated. And when you force them together, they learn to act together. And then that just becomes part of your posture. This is something, by the way, I did not know. I ended up having mine surgically repaired. I had a huge baby, and I was teeny tiny. You could stick a whole fist in me. But I have seen people with this technique, we get feedback all the time on the page of people who have, you know, if you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 finger separation, they are closing that gap between FasciaBlasting and the head lift. So we'll check back in 30 days and see if it's closed. Hers is pretty tiny. It's really only, let me see it. Okay, it's definitely more than 1 finger. Back down. So I'm gonna do a 2-finger lift. Still grabbing me at 2. I don't think it's gonna be a 3. Nope. She's between like a 2 and a 3. Okay, so what I felt was her muscle coming up and grabbing me, but this time it was kind of pushing my fingers together. So
can we show how to fascia blast real quick?
Yeah, so fascia blasting, she's gonna, I'll let her do it. So she would hold with one hand, because you gotta have a hand for the FasciaBlaster, and just relax. And then you're gonna take this in your hand, And then you can still do the diamond technique here. And then you can just spin it around like that and do here. And then you'll switch hands, hold it together. Yep, blast here. And then the other way.